Welcome back, everybody. Day 7. It's Wednesday, May 6th, and all we have to do for math today is talk about dice. We're just going to roll some dice and study the outcomes. Cool? All right. Before we do that, let's add to our note page. All right? If you've asked parents, brothers, sisters, siblings, friends, they might have said statistics, probability. There is nothing fun about the math. Don't worry about that, okay? This week is all about the fun of math, okay? I'm rolling dice. I'm playing Yahtzee. I'm tossing cards. I'm trying to predict the outcome. What's the next card going to be, okay? Enjoy it, smile it, have fun with it, okay? It is enjoyable. All right, so gotta go back. Gotta do some notes. Yesterday, I made the comment, there's a vocabulary word I said that was compound. What does compound mean? All right? But before we give you a definition of compound, we have to know the order of things. The order of things. Now, order of things comes under two headings: combinations and permutations. Don't worry about that right now. This is what I want you to think. Charlie Brown, the letter C. How many possible orders of things are there? Right? One item. One item. There's only one possible combination. Poof, done. All right. What if I add peppermint patty? If I have two items, how many possible combinations are there? CP, PC. Two items, two orders, two combinations. All right? So, let's start to make a chart. Don't have to write this down yet. 1, 1. 2, 2. Now, let's add Snoopy. How many possible combinations are there? If I have 3 items, how many different ways are there to arrange it? Let's study it. Charlie, peppermint patty, Snoopy. Charlie, Snoopy, peppermint patty. Let's move Patty to the front. Patty, then Charlie, Snoopy, peppermint patty, Snoopy, Charlie. You see the pattern? Let's move Snoopy to the front. Charlie, peppermint, Snoopy, peppermint, Charlie. Can you see that when there was 3 in front, switch. In front, switch. In front, switch. 2, 4, 6. There's 6 possible combinations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right? So let's add that to our list. 3 became 6. All right? So, part of the fun with math. What happens if I add Lucy? You see how it starts to grow? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 6. There is a pattern here. There is math behind it. That's what I'm asking you to think about this week. Let's try to enjoy it and see how fast it grows. All right? So, the new learning for your note card is this concept of order of things. we're going to need to know how many possible combinations there are of these items. All right? You have to look at whatever you're using for a calculator, and I want you to try to find the factorial button. All right? So factorial. All right? So on our note page, I want you to write down the word factorial. Factorial. It's an actual button. It's an actual operation in math. And it's an exclamation point. Serious. If you have the fancy TI calculator, it's under the probability. You got to hit math. You got to toggle over to probability. You got to find that. Okay. Let's say you got the dollar calculator like I have in class. Some of the dollar calculators don't have a factorial button. So just keep this in the back of your mind. 1 equals 1 times 1. 2 equals 2 times 1. 3 equals 3 times 2 times 1. 4 equals 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. All right? Factorial means to multiply by all of the other digits that make up that number. 4, 3, 2, 1. That gives you how many possible combinations there are of an item. All right? So we're going to add that to our sheet just so you have it. All right? And one of the famous ones is when we're pulling cards out, how many possible arrangements are there of the cards, right? Yesterday I made the comment, we want to draw 3 of a kind. All the things I could pull out, could I pull out 3 4s? In order to find out, we have to know how many possible combinations. 52 cards. That's a big number. 52 times 51 times 50 times, wow. Okay? Have fun with it. All right, so factorial. Hopefully it popped up on the screen here. You wrote down the word factorial. You wrote down the word combinations. Okay, and maybe even an example of what it means for the order of things. All right, so I'll be right back. You take a moment, fill out that idea, and then we got to get started with dice today. See you in a second. Okay, welcome back. Note card. You just wrote down something about combinations, the order of things, okay? And maybe you started to look at your cell phone, look for that factorial button. If you don't have a factorial button, not a big deal. Just multiply. 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 3 times 2. Okay, all right. Now, the original vocabulary sheet from back on Monday. Okay, Fun with Math, Discovery Week, and I introduced the idea of independent, dependent, compound event. A compound event, okay, got to have our vocabulary, is when we actually have 2 independent events put together, poof. All right? That's all dice is. I want you to spend time today rolling dice. All right? Did you make some dice? Did you find some blocks from when you were a kid and just renumber them? That way you could roll them. I want you to experience compound events. Serious. So, the easiest, most famous compound events. Type it into your phone after this video. Type it into YouTube after this video. There's some amazing examples. 2 dice. Serious. Roll the dice. Boom. What came up? A 4. What's the probability of getting a 4? There's 1 4 out of 6 chances. Blue dice. Boom. A 1. What's the probability of that 1 happening? 1 out of 6. So now I have 2 things happening. I got a 1 out of 6. I've got a 4 out of 6. What's the probability when I put 2 dice together and I roll them? That's what pops up, okay? So, if we were in the classroom, I actually walked the class with this poster. I rolled a 1 and a 4. How many chances are there of a 1 and a 4? What's that? What about 4, 1? Now remember, I had 2 colors of dice, okay? The only one, actually, you're right, I rolled the 4 first, didn't I? So let's call this the first roll, right? And the second roll, okay? So the first thing I rolled was the 4. Second thing I rolled was a 1. How many chances are there of that happening? What? How many total chances are there? 1, 1, 1, 2, right? See the pattern? All the way to 6, 6. Now, take this and just multiply. There's 6 numbers on the one die, 6 numbers on the other die. 6 times 6 is 36 possible chances. 36 possible choices there. Well, if there's 36 possible choices and there's only one possible combination, the probability of rolling these 2 dice, whoosh, and coming up with a 4 and a 1 is 1 over 6 times 1 over 6. So let's write that up. Okay? So the chance of rolling a 4 was 1 out of 6. The chance of rolling a 1 was 1 out of 6. And the chart shows us there's 36 possible choices. 1 out of 6 times 1 out of 6 gives us 1 chance out of 36 possible choices. Okay? 1 chance out of the 36. All right? That's the math for the week. I'm going to pause for a minute because I'm actually going to put up a word problem off to the side so you can see a better illustration in color of the possibilities when rolling dice. The entire lesson today and playing Yahtzee tomorrow is all about probability, compound events, multiple things happening to make up an event. All right? So enjoy dice today, enjoy dice tomorrow, and the reason I wanted you to play Yahtzee is 5 dice. Imagine you want to roll a Yahtzee on the first roll. To roll a Yahtzee on the first roll, 5 dice. Let's say you want 6s. Wow, is that a big number? The probability of rolling a Yahtzee all at one time is not very good, all right? Kind of like hitting the lottery, isn't it? Kind of the same idea. 5 numbers, pick 5. Okay, so thanks for joining me today. I'm going to walk off the screen here for a second because I want you to see the word problem. Think about the word problem and see if you can make sense of the math. And the rest of the week, let's have fun with math. We're playing cards. We're playing solitaire. We're trying to see what the odds are, the probability that we can predict outcomes and how difficult it actually is. Cool? All right. Video's not over. I want you to enjoy this. Be back momentarily. We're on day 7, Wednesday, May 6th. Okay, now that you saw the word problem, pause the video, work the math, and momentarily the answer is going to pop up. I wanted you to visualize it, enjoy it, have a great rest of the day, and we'll see you tomorrow for Yahtzee Day.